guys, it's Amy here, and today I bring you my October book haul. So we'll start with books from publishers, and firstly I have Chasers of the Light, Poems from the Typewriter series by Knott Gregson. I was contacted about this book asking if I'd like to review it, and it is just a book full of little pictures and little typed poems and things like that. It's just really beautifully done, really gorgeous pictures in there, and as I am a photography student, or I was a photography student, I've got a degree in photography, I really enjoy books on photography and things like that, especially if they're paired with poems, because I just think it's a really good format for just bringing something to life. I've only read a few pages so far, but I definitely will give you my opinion once I've read the whole thing. Next I have a book that Penguin Classic sent me, and it is the Penguin Book of the British Short Story. So this book includes stories from Wilkie, H.G. Wells, Rudyard Kipling, lots of really exciting authors basically, and I'm really looking forward to delving into this one. This one comes out in November if you're interested, and I will probably read it closer to the time of publication. Next, Penguin Platform has sent me Standoff by Andrew Smith. This is another in the series from Andrew Smith. The first one was Winger, and I really enjoyed that book. I read it, oh, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. I don't know a great deal about this one. I wasn't even aware that there was going to be another one from Andrew Smith, and this kind of just turned up on my door unexpectedly, so I will get around to reading it at some point, but I don't know how soon. And finally, from publishers, I was sent Terry Pratchett's The Shepherd's Crown. This is the final book in the Discworld series. I have never read any of the Discworld books, and I've only ever read one book from Terry Pratchett, so I don't really know if this is the best one to start with. I don't think it can really be read as a standalone novel, and I will probably have to read a lot more before getting to this one. Needless to say, it was very kind of Penguin Random House to send it to me. I probably will be lending it to a friend though who has actually read all of the Discworld series and wants to read this one soon. Okay, so moving on to the next section of books, which are books that my boyfriend bought for me before he left to go away to join the RAF. He actually pre-ordered some books so that they would arrive kind of sporadically over the next few months. Some of them are pre-orders, so I am still expecting a couple of them. Firstly, we have Lost in Translation by Ella Francis Sanders. I reviewed this one in last month's wrap-up, I think, so if you want to go and hear my opinions on it, then you can go and watch that video if you like. This is a really beautiful book, and it's just lots of untranslatable words from around the globe, and it has lots of beautiful illustrations to go along with them. Next we have The Dumb House by John Burnside. This is one that has been doing the rounds recently. Everybody's been speaking about it. In fact, it was on my wish list because I'd heard so many people speak about it, and that's why I asked my boyfriend to pick it up for me, because I was really intrigued by it. I think I'm going to try and read this one this month, so look out for it in my wrap-up if I do get round to reading it. Next from Tom we have Self-Help by Lorrie Moore. This is a collection of 9 short stories, and on the back here it says, "Sharp, cruel and funny, the stories are presented as a highly idiosyncratic guide to female existence." So I'm quite looking forward to picking this one up. The penultimate book that Tom picked up for me was the Gormenghast Trilogy by Mervyn Peake. I have been meaning to read this book for such a long time. It has been on my wish list for an incredibly long time, and I'm really excited to have it now. It is a very, very big book. Let me know if you've read this one. I'd be really interested to hear what you think. And the final one I have here is the complete Spike comic book thing. I don't know. Basically, Spike is my favourite character from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and when I saw that they had a graphic novel comic type thing with him in, I just wanted it all. I mean, look how gorgeous he is on the back there. This is a bind up of all of the Spike comics, I think, that they've done, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what Spike gets up to, and I just love him so much. I just love him. I realise that this is a really weird thing for your boyfriend to buy you, but actually all of these books I was sat beside Tom saying, I want that one, I want that one, and he didn't really have much choice in it. I was pressing the button. Next we have the fourth and final part in the All the Wrong Questions series by Lemony Snicket, and it is Why is this night different from all the other nights? And as you can probably see back here, I've recently been reading all of the other books in the series because I couldn't really remember what happened, and I wanted to refresh my brain before reading this one. Really short reads, and they probably take me a couple of hours to read. So now I have read all of those, I'm going to read the final one. I'm really excited for it. I love Lemony Snicket so much, and I just really hope after this that he continues. Obviously I know that it's Daniel Handler, but I just really hope that he continues to write as Lemony Snicket in these kind of formats. Like, I love the series Unfortunate Events, and I just love the way he speaks in these books, so I really hope that he continues some other kind of story in that pen name. I think it's so good. And next we have an addition to my little pocket collection of J.R.R. Tolkien books, and it is The Adventures of Tom Bombadil, and I love these beautiful illustrations on the front. These are all done by J.R.R. Tolkien himself. These are gorgeous on the shelf together, and I can't wait to have them all. I think I've only got a couple more to buy now. Next, I have a book that I was recommended quite a lot recently, and I saw that it was on sale on the Book Depository or something like that, and I purchased it, and it was How to Be a Woman by Moran. I have never read anything from Moran, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't really know much about her either, so I'm just looking forward to reading some more non-fiction type things. Each month I'm trying to read like one thing from each kind of genre, so non-fiction, classic, maybe YA, sometimes not YA, adult, something else in there. I just want to have like a wide variety of books that I'm reading all at once, usually a graphic novel as well. So this is definitely going to be a non-fiction read for me to pick up soon. And finally we have two classics, and the first one is The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. I read The Moonstone last month and really enjoyed it. I really thought it was a fantastic book. I'm so sad that the Penguin English Library editions have this really matte texture now. They don't have that waxy kind of satiny feel that they used to have, so now it doesn't fit in with any of my other Penguin English Library editions, and I'm really annoyed. So this book is equally as long as The Moonstone, if not a little bit longer, so I'm looking forward to picking this one up and delving into some more of Wilkie Collins' writing. And the last book I have here is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I have read Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. I studied it during my GCSEs and really enjoyed it. This is a lot longer than that book, and I'm really looking forward to picking this one up. I took a picture of it and put it on my Instagram, and the overall response I got from people was that this is a fantastic read. So I probably will be picking this one up soon. I would also like any recommendations for further Steinbeck books that you think I should pick up, because this was one that really took my fancy, but I know that he's written a lot more, and I would love to know what you think I should pick up next. I've just found another book that I didn't realise was hiding down here, and it is The Wicked and the Divine Volume 2. I read Volume 1 a couple of months ago and really enjoyed it. I really love the art style in these books. I think it is fantastic, and I know I will be picking this one up soon because I've heard that the ending is really exciting. So those are all the books I have for this haul. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books or what you've been reading recently. As always, I will leave links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everything I mentioned today down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye! And he ends up murdering some people, and it's all quite intense. What I actually really enjoyed about this was that it was really quite gory, and there were lots of like drug taking and sex and just kind of intense.